Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Uniracers playthrough. This is going to be the last weekend of this playthrough actually. And as you can see, we only need one more gold medal here of our 8 original cups. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go get the gold medal on Sprinter. So in this course we have, vertical, flash, little dipper, fruit bat, and 1, 2, 3 jump. We'll go ahead and start with vertical and see if we can get the victory here. Man, I am not ready. That is kind of the disadvantage to trying to start out ahead of your opponent if you don't really know the track layout super well. But there is one thing I'm waiting for, and that's this part right here. Taking it easy, not trying to overdo it. And there we go. Okay. One track down, a few more to go. So next up we have Flash. This is the 5-lap one. This is also the one that I famously screwed up last time I played this, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. See if I can actually get a roll city right here. And there we go. Yeah, the one issue of that section right there is if you get too much air, your opponent will actually have a little bit of a advantage over you because they'll hit the ground first. I'm not really 100% sure how to restrict that aside from maybe just like maybe not going as fast or something right before that section. But it seems like for the rest of this course, like we stay pretty far ahead of Goldwyn, so it's not really that big of an issue. As long as we finish the lap in front, that's all that really matters. Yeah, see, I have no idea why I go so high there. Oh, I actually crashed right there. Oh, shoot. Actually kind of took the lead right there near the end. Thankfully, it didn't matter too much. Okay, so, wow, they had a really good 4th lap, apparently. 1940. Okay, well, there we go. Flash is done. Let's do Little Dipper. 302 points. That's a lot of points, and this is kind of a tricky one because this is not really a track where you can get a lot of like city bonuses except for the Twister City. Ah, dang. I did have a couple of wipeouts, though, so that wasn't a really great first run, but we'll go ahead and try again. Okay, let's do this. Head bounce. Head bounce. Head bounce. Roll Twister City. Flip Twister City. Triple roll. Double flip. Triple flip. Double Z flip. Oh! Like, draw? Will that even count? I don't think it'll count, actually. It does count! Okay. Wow, I actually wasn't sure if that counted, believe it or not, so... I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Man, that is actually a pretty tough one. Honestly, like, this and Downer, which is the one in Hopper, like, both of those are very difficult. I'd say even Wobble can be pretty difficult as well, which is the Jumper one as well. Let's go ahead and go with Fruit Bat now. We're at the point where we just need to finish first in these next two tracks, and we'll have all of our gold medals. Okay, we're good. Fruit Bat has been completed. Now we just need to do 1, 2, 3 jump, which is only 2 laps. I think we got this, guys. Oh, shoot. Well, that was a... You know what? That was a terrible start. Let's try that again. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Okay, so you can do probably about like 2 or 3 tricks before that hill. Then 1 trick and then back to the top. Just trying to memorize the layout a little bit. Hi. Get off of my butt. Shoot! Oh, thank God. I thought I really messed that up there. Okay, we got it. Oh man, that could have been really, really bad. Well, here we go. We get our gold medal. Okay. And the Hunter class. That's right. We have 1 more tour to do, and we already have a silver medal in it too, so yeah, welcome to the Hunter Tour, which when I was growing up, I didn't even know this thing existed, because it took me a really, really long time to actually beat this game, so I had no idea that the Hunter Tour was even a thing, but at one point I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and actually beat this game, and sure enough I did, and My god, I was blown away that there was an entire tour of tracks that were still left to be discovered. So we have Griller, Two Loops, Neon, Hamster, and To and Fro. So let's go ahead and start with Griller, and we're actually not going to be racing up against Goldwyn this time. We're actually racing against the Anti-Uni, which is a very special AI that is just for these tracks for some reason. I guess you could call them the final boss of this game. Warning! Before I start this next tour, I feel like I should warn you guys. If your eyes are very sensitive to stuff like motion blur, and if you get kind of queasy due to weird visual effects, you may want to be warned before watching the next part of the video. Some of these tracks can get a little weird, and more weird than anything in the game that we've seen so far, so just getting that warning out there now. Just letting you know ahead of time. You may want to turn your head away when certain things happen, so just letting you know right now. But yeah, welcome to the Hunter Tour, and these tracks are absolutely insane, and they're insane for a multitude of reasons. Not only are the layouts incredibly weird, but while you're racing through these tracks, yeah, certain effects will happen that will mess you up. So right there we got controls reversed. And then just again a lot of other insane things will happen as well. That was like an incredibly long section. Controls being reversed is probably like one of the worst things that could happen, honestly. Now here's the thing, even though like, you know, it is like supposed to be the hardest AI and we're racing for gold, I wouldn't say like the Anti-Uni is really that tough. I think because of the effects, they do actually make it so like, you know, it's still possible to beat them. Because otherwise it'd just be like, oh, well this game is just unfair. But, like, I was actually pretty far behind, but I did catch up to under 2 seconds, despite being 3 seconds behind at one point. So, you know, after a while, like, once you memorize the courses enough, like, it shouldn't be that bad. And so you have some other weird effects, like here we have wobble mode, which the, sorry if this is, like, uncomfortable for anyone, by the way. That is one thing that, you know, is to be considered about this, I guess. Man, how long is this frickin'... Okay, well, they're probably gonna win. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, let's go ahead and give this another shot. Yeah, getting the controls being reversed in the first run, that's definitely easily like one of the worst effects you can get. Slow motion, I wouldn't say slow motion is that bad. I mean, annoying, sure, but oh god, barf mode. That's definitely one of another really bad one. Oh shoot, man. For some reason, I thought that was a wobble. Wobble mode's just like barf mode, although not as bad. Still pretty bad though. Looks. Oh, oh no! Ah, oh, come on! Damn, controls being reversed. Jeez. Love how I went from hedgehog speed to slow motion, which hedgehog speed's even slower than slow motion. They're really, really taking the digs on Sonic in this game. Okay, so now we have this part. Hey, another hedgehog speed. Okay, this is like my biggest chance. Because we gotta flip over and then I think we're at the end. Okay, I got him. Ah, finally I won one of these. I mean, he had to screw up in order for me to take it, but still. Okay, so there we go. First track done. Now we have 2 loops. Not just 1 loop. Not 3 loops, because that's way too obsessive, but 2 loops. It's also 5 laps, too, so... Okay, there's the first loop. There's the second one. Wait, no? Oh, maybe that's the loop. Okay. It is 2 loops. I guess the other one's not a loop, I guess. Also, invisible tracks, kind of a not great effect for this, but yeah, whatever. Whatever it does, as long as it doesn't give me reverse controls, I should be fine. Okay, we got it. Well, that one only took 1 attempt at least, but still not crazy about that one. So next up we have Neon. Neon's a stunt track. 245, that's actually not too bad. Also... yeah. Here's the... Okay. I probably would have gotten it if I didn't mess up a few of those tricks I did. There's probably more to the course, too, honestly. I should have probably done a little more research. Okay, there we go, we got it. Interesting course. Again, there's probably more to it. Just for fun, I'll just jump back in really quick. Just to see what more is to this course. Like if we keep on going. Let's do that, just got another loop, and then you go back up here, and then... Oh yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay. That's basically how this course is laid out. Let's move on to the next course. We have Hamster. I'm actually surprised it didn't get messed up there. Oh boy. Okay, there's probably a shortcut there. I don't know. Okay, at least that's a pretty short track. It's shorter than the other track we did. Now I just have to get lucky and not have to deal with the frickin' reverse controls. Because that was the main reason I was kind of like hesitant. Wait, how did he get ahead? How did he get ahead right there? I did not see him pass me. There had to have been like a shortcut or something that I didn't see. Yeah, this is about like a 40-second track, so this shouldn't take too long. Oh, you know what? This is a shortcut. This is a pretty big shortcut, too, actually. I was just waiting for them to reverse the controls right there at the very end. Let's hope that never happens. Okay, last track of the game. To and fro. Let's see how this one is. I wonder if you can actually get up there. Oh god, it's reverse fire escape. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so annoying. Oh man, so it's basically that one part in Fire Escape just reversed where you're going up. That's insane. Oh man. Okay, well, let's see if we can take this. God, how do I lose momentum to not make that jump? I do not understand that. If there's anyone who has, like, any sort of expert knowledge on this game and that can explain that, like, let me know. I'm tired of stuff like happening. Like, not even on this track, but on, like, other tracks, too. Well, thankfully, I'm, like, right next to him. Okay, this could be it. Woo! Okay. Take that, Anti-Uni. There we go, guys. Anti-Uni has been defeated. And new Uni wins despite dirty tactics. Alien found in bath. Champ to release single. Anti-Uni in custody. I guess the anti-Uni was like cheating or something. But hey, we still won. And there we're on the national gossip. Ye old bingo. Your star is revealed. Speed King. Fastest unicycle steals victory in style. Film deal signed, exclusive interview, title defense soon. And who done it? Well, I'm guessing these are the credits, I guess. And yeah, that's it actually. Wow. We're done. That's Uniracers. I actually thought there was, like, an official credits, because there's actually a credits theme, but, like, I guess it doesn't really play unless, like, you either, like, wait around and listen to it on a specific screen or something. Because I actually really like the credits theme for this game. Hold on, I'm actually going to check something really quick. Hey, everybody. Post-commentary SlimKirby here. Just going to be talking about a few quick things about this game before I close this video. This did actually end up being the finale for this project because, I don't know, for some reason I thought that I would have to do silver and bronze for the final tour, but I guess I just kind of forgot that you only had to do the gold races, so as a result, this kind of ended a bit prematurely for me. So, yeah, I wasn't honestly expecting it to end in this video, but it did, and as a result, I kind of just need to close the project up here, because there's not really enough content for a full extra video. So, just very quickly, I'm going to talk about some of the other features of this game. There's actually, like, 3 different multiplayer options you can do for this game, and it's kind of crazy that there are 3 different multiplayer options, because especially the latter 2, they actually have like a bit more substance than just very simple like 1v1 racing. That's what the first mode, the 2P mode, is. That's just you know, you pick a character, your fellow player also picks a character, and you just race in whatever course you want. That's essentially how that works. The versus mode is actually a bit different, where you know, it's still a 1v1 essentially, but it's kind of done with like multiple players in mind, where you pick a racer, someone else picks a racer, they race on a track, and then once you know, someone wins that track, I think you even actually start on a tour too. I'm not 100% sure, but essentially after the race is over, the winner continues to race, but then the loser has to switch out to a different unicycle. So, you know, it kind of gives like a bit of a round-the-world sort of vibe for that particular mode, which I think is kind of cool. But that's essentially what Versus mode is. The third multiplayer option is called League mode, and this is the part of the game that I am like the most interested in, but I've never actually been able to, you know, do something like this because, well, you know, you need a lot of people for this kind of thing. And, you know, not only was I very, like, you know, I didn't have a lot of multiplayer gaming buddies when I was growing up, but even if I did, like, I kind of feel like this game is a game that not many people would recognize or really want to play, so I never really got to take advantage of this. But, yeah, there's a league mode where you essentially create a league, you give it a name and everything too, and you can put a multitude of racers into the league. I think you can pick like 2 racers minimum and 8 players maximum. And essentially what it is that you know, create a league, you put a bunch of racers in it, you pick a tour to start with, and you essentially do a variety of 1v1s on that track. So you have 2 people face off, 2 people face off, 2 people face off, 2 people face off. And then at the end, once every racer has taken part in that particular track, it brings up a leaderboard. It shows the scores for each of the racers, and it gives points based on like their times for each of the tracks, and points based if you did, you know, worked on the stunts, for example. And I think there's also like a bonus point where someone gets a bonus point if they got like the best lap, or if they did the most stunts during the race, or they did the most mega stunts if you're doing a stunt track or something like that. And yeah, you essentially get, you know, a leaderboard at the end of each league race, and then you do the same thing for like the next track, and it actually like switches up who you're up against. I think it changes based on like the current leaderboard at the time. So like, you know, the top 2 face off, then the next 2, then the next 2, and then if the standings change, you actually face off a different opponent. So this basically turns a 2-player mode into essentially an 8-player mode, which I think is really, really cool. You know, it's not like official online play that you see these days, but, you know, it was trying to kind of build the foundation of something like that, which I think is really, really cool. So it's a shame that they never really got anything like that working, but that's essentially what all the multiplayer content in this game features, and I think it's really cool. I'd like to be able to get a group of people who actually love this game in some kind of way to actually, you know, make a league thing like this feasible, but who knows? Maybe I'll have to get with my buddy Odinspec and we'll have to workshop something in the future. I don't know. Speaking of Odinspec, I do want to also highlight that both me and Odinspec did do a co-op playthrough, or not really a playthrough, but, you know, we essentially raced all the tracks in this game. We did this several years ago. The videos are posted on this channel. I'm going to go ahead and link to that playlist in the video description, so if you want to kind of go back and see some history, it's the first time I played this game on this channel. You can go ahead and look at that. Odin's a great friend of mine. I know that's, you know, it was crazy. The first time that I heard he actually knew that this game existed was during one of his, like, Link to the Past, no. One of his Zelda Oracle of Ages videos where he had the main theme of Uniracers playing for one of his intros, and I'm like, oh my god, I know what song this, like, what game this song is from. So it's kind of cool how we, like, first kind of started bonding over this game, if that makes sense. So yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to Odin, because thanks to him, you know, I have someone I can actually nerd out over this game with, so it's really, really cool. As far as other things, I mean, if you go into the options menu, you have like high scores where you can see basically records for every track, the top 3 scores or times for each of the tracks. You can also see like, you know, who individually has like, you know, the best lap record or just the best record overall, stuff of that nature. You can see that for every single track in the game. If you look at like my stats right now, you'll see that it's, you know, basically just all, it's all my Uniracer, because that's the only Uniracer I have on here that has like completed data and everything, but still. You know, it's a good way you can just see all the records of the game on all the tracks and everything, so, you know, you do have that available to you, I guess you could say. You can also look at the high scores, which shows like how many races each of the unicycles in the game have done, their individual win percentage, their loss percentage, how many times they've won and lost, their highest score, stuff of that nature. So you can see like some just general stats for the characters in the game, all the unicycles in the game. I think it's really cool that like each unicycle actually has like, you know, their own files. So there's like essentially 16 files in this game, which, you know, is pretty crazy when you think about like how most games only have 2 or 3 files or something like that. But yeah, 16 different files. You can set records and see, you know, which unicycle has the best win percentage and stuff. And I think like versus and multiplayer records carry over to that as well, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much what's that mode is there for, or you know, those features. And then of course you can also you know, define characters or unicycles. Defining is basically like, oh, okay, so you're gonna redefine this character, you're gonna delete all their data, start them from scratch, give them a new name, everything of that nature. And then you can also just rename the character if you don't want to name it, just, you know, like if you just don't want to start over but you want to give them a different name, you can do that. And defining means you're actually giving it a new name and also just kind of like creating something. You're defining something. And you can also do that with the leagues. You actually have to do that with the leagues on here. You have to define a league first before you can actually create a league. So that's pretty much how that works. And as far as the last thing is concerned, I mean, there's not really a whole lot I have to talk about or say here. As far as like some general, not really codes or anything, but you can unlock a few potential things from the title screen. Basically, if you hold down left L and R and then press A at the title screen, you have the option to wipe RAM, which is basically deleting all of your data on the game completely. I would not advise doing this, because if you delete everything, you'll have to like go through the process of unlocking all the tracks again and all the tours again, and you lose all your records. So, you know, only do that if that's like something you really want to do, so keep that in mind. And then if you want to see just the ending again, if you hold down the down button on your D-pad, L and R, and then press B while you're on the title screen, you'll actually see the ending again, which the ending doesn't change at all. It's pretty ambiguous about which unicycle is the, you know, winner, because, you know, the newspapers are in black and white anyway, so you don't exactly see who, you know, what character is the winner. So it just shows, you know, the basic credits ending sequence again, which is only about like 10 seconds anyway, so it's not really even that big of a thing. I also showed off the Sonic uncool thing in video 2, just to show that you can also do the same thing with just Sega. If you put Sega into the file name, it'll also say that's uncool. You could also put Satan in, and it'll say it'll be uncool. You could put a curse word in, and it'll say uncool. Basically, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog, the devil, and cursing, it's all uncool, so you can't make names based off of that. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind, and, you know, stay in school, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I don't have much else to say about Uniracers. I love this game. It's one of my favorite SNES racing games, underappreciated gem on the Super Nintendo. I'm glad I actually saw this game in a Nintendo Power issue. I'm like, this looks fun, let me try it out. I rented the game, had fun with it still, got the game, and I've loved it for years. It's been one of my all-time favorite games on the Super Nintendo, so I'm glad that I was able to share it with you guys again, since I've technically shown this before, and I look forward to moving on and showcasing some other interesting games in the future. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. There's only going to be one video this weekend. I'm not going to start anything new this weekend. I will try to start something new next weekend, but like I said, this project ending kind of caught me off guard, so I wasn't 100% ready for it. But hey, feels good to have another project under my belt. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.